This week on Sportsman TV, a star is born. Come on, go with us. I'm gonna say 9. Got him skipping. Somehow just, you could tell when you grab the whole thing, just almost couldn't get your hand around it. Man, we're in the middle of nowhere. I don't have a clue where we are. Cat made it around about 15 minutes this morning, just kind of out into the abyss. And we came upon a big flock of birds diving, and it's every cast. But just again, just speaks for what kind of area we live in. It's just so vast. I mean, you could literally fish a different area every day of your life and never fish all of our, coastline. It's just crazy. 14 and a half miles to be exact from Grand Isle, Louisiana. But just a enormous, cool place. A lot of broken marsh, big lakes, like I said, mangrove bushes, just beautiful. We got great weather this morning, not hot, about 75, just the way you like it. I mean, and it's like we're fishing with Alka-Seltzer. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz, oh, what a relief it is. That's why uh-oh, this has got some weight. Kitty cat. It might be it looked like a keeper. It'll be close if it's not. Be careful. I don't think he knows he's hooked yet. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
No, a little red.
Oh yeah.
That'll work. That's what we came for. Boy, that's a finicky bite though.
Nice job, Brad. Good job. And your casting abilities are so impressive. It's always an honor on this show to get to spend the day with Rad Thrasher.
Look, we try to always tag slot fish. The smaller in the slot is what we're actually trying to get to because they don't go as far. That way we know when we put them in a community fishing hole, their chances are they're gonna stay there a little bit longer. So he's about a 16 and a half, 17 inch red. And so we're gonna put a tag in him. First person to catch it wins a Chevy Silverado or 9 other great prizes. And all you have to do is enter star. This is a CCA Star Tournament tag. It's red, it has the current year's date on it. This is what you're looking for, but also if you're fishing South Louisiana, these tags sometimes have been in them for a little while. They'll have algae or slime on them. When you see a tag on the side of a fish, make sure you wipe it off and make sure you're looking for a red tag. The yellow ones, they're research. Red, worth a truck. That's it.
He swam away?
That's one of 100.
That was 99. He swam away okay?
Absolutely.
No harm done to the fish, is it?
Not a bit.
And they're still fine to eat after, if you catch one with a tag, I mean.
But make sure you call us and let us verify it before you
eat the redfish. Because that's an eating size fish.
Tasty.
Tasty. Ooh.
Yep.
Yes, sir. That's a keeper.
I think he's gonna make the cut. Yeah, and I'm not moving it much.
Saw another one swimming. Oh! Golly. I saw another one with the, that ain't him though. That's a trout. I saw another redfish with the one that, yeah, that was chasing behind the one that Rad caught, and I threw in there and got bit. I took for granted that it was a redfish, but then I got bit 2 or 3 times and couldn't stick it, and I caught a trout. I got the reel. I don't know what happened. I got hung up there for a second. Uh-oh. I mean, it's every cast. It's what we like. That's the way we roll on Sportsman TV, every cast. I mean, we got trout flopping, redfish biting, gnats sucking. I mean, we found a place where everything is hungry.
Everything bites.
Yeah, everything bites here. Rad thrasher. The South Louisiana thrasher. Get him, Rad.
Trouts. Go. Might even make a cut.
I'm about as miserable as I've ever been, just to be honest with you.
Why's that?
I mean, these gnats are honestly about to eat me alive. Undoubtedly, I taste like freaking sweet vanilla sugar or something, you know what I'm saying? The way I'm getting eat up. I bragged on the weather, didn't bring any pants, you know? And today the weather has gotten too nice. And I mean, I have sprayed enough sunscreen on, hopefully at least to gag them before they suck my blood. I mean, it's bad. I mean, if it wasn't for the opportunity of getting to spend the day with Rad Thrasher, I'd be calling, it's 10:22, it's time to roll, you know what I'm saying? But you just don't get many opportunities to fish with a star like Rad Thrasher.
Trasher. There's no H.
I hear you, Trasher. Well, this week on Sportsman TV, it can be a little on the trashy side then.
There it is.
That's a nice one right there. Either that or the water's extremely shallow. I would have enjoyed saying Trasher much
So
better
much
than
more.
Thrasher. White Trasher. You're not Rad anymore. You're White Trasher. Whoa. Nice redfish.
Last year was the first year in over 22 years that we expanded the tag redfish division. For 22 years, we had 50 tag redfish. Last year, we tagged 100 of these guys. Had over a dozen caught and 5 winners, taking home 2 trucks, 3 21 Nautic Stars with 150 Mercury outboards. And so we're trying to give more and more away and get more and more people in. So 100 tag redfish coming at you again in 2018. So each year, unfortunately, we have a lot of losers in the bunch too. If you're not registered for CCA and the Star Tournament and you catch one of these tagged redfish, you don't win. You gotta be registered before you fish. And look, one other thing you gotta think about is if you're a Louisiana Sportsman magazine subscriber and catch a tagged redfish, they're gonna give you $10,000 on top of the already great prizes that we provide from Chevy and Nautic Star. And Jay Bryan of New Orleans actually won it. He was the 5th tag redfish to be caught, but the first one to also have a Louisiana Sportsman magazine subscription. And so he got $10,000 on top of a boat.
You know, I'm really embarrassed to say this, but I have been mispronouncing I've been mispronouncing Rad's last name. I've been thinking the whole time that it was Thrasher. And man, I really have to apologize for that because, you know, we've been getting together now for several years and I've been calling him Thrasher the whole time. So his real name is
skateboard jokes.
Yeah, and so that's how the BMX racer, the dirt bike racer, Gleaming the Cube. I mean, that's all those things came about because you think Rad Thrasher, you know, it sounds like somebody you hear the name of driving a monster truck, like somebody who drives Gravedigger or something, Rad Thrasher. And so it's come to my attention now that his last name is actually pronounced Trasher. So, I mean, you know, honestly, that's just gonna open up a whole new world in our relationship, you know? So I can just tell you right now, there won't be any more skateboard jokes with a last name like Trasher, if you know what I mean. Blowhole.
What the heck?
I believe it's gonna be a keeper.
Sheep's head.
Woo! I mean a magnum. Look at that. The good Lord was just having fun when he made that right there. You know what I'm saying? He was like, you know what, today I'm just gonna have fun with it. And there he is, you little jewel bay snapper. I mean, we got trout, we got redfish, we got sheep's head. We found the glory hole. Nice trout. One thing that we do on Sportsman TV, we have figured out the perfect way to keep our drinks and our food cold and dry with Arctic ice. Now, the one we're using today is the Chill and Brew. That's basically just to keep everything cold, our sandwich meat, our candy bars, our bologna, our drinks. But the cool thing about Arctic ice, we don't have to worry about having soggy bread, having a wet bologna sandwich, because that's worse than get bit by these swamp gnats. Packed in the right ice chest, I mean, you seal it up, you're good for a week. You don't have to worry about any of your groceries. But the main thing is you don't have to worry about that moisture, you know, because regardless of what kind of ice chest you have, if you pack it in ice, some of that ice will melt over time. And so if there's anything that you're worried about getting wet, you're better off to be using the Arctic ice and not traditional ice. Just a perfect situation. You put it in the freezer, you freeze it each time. Each time you get through using it, just stick it back in the freezer. It's simple, it's ready to go. It's got a handle on it. You know, the way it's made, it doesn't take up a lot of space in the freezer. It's just perfect for the outdoorsman out there. He just kept going. Oh, there's another one, double hookup. It's on fire now. Redfish boiling everywhere. That's the way we like it. Broke your rod. Yes, sir. I'll buy you a new one.
Did you hear what he just said?
Yep, I will.
That is what, 3 years in a row, 4 years in a row?
Really? I didn't break one last time we went, did I?
You weren't with me. All different rods, all different boats, offshore, inshore,
and we've both had the opportunity to break rods, haven't we?
I think I've broken 2, you've broken 2 or 3.
I think this is the 3rd one.
And I'll be honest with you, I don't think I've broken any more rods than that in my life except when you and I are on a boat together.
What do you think that means?
I don't know.
Big old sheep's head. Nice. I like them kind of sheep's head. We
talk all about tag redfish division and the heaviest trout. We also have this division. It's statewide. You win it, well, it's east and west category. So it's split down the middle of the state. Biggest fish on the east, biggest fish on the west. Each win $1,500 Academy gift card. And you know, sometimes it's 6 pounds, sometimes it's 9 pounds. No telling what's gonna come up, but we have one of those divisions as well. I saw it roll, it just didn't look right. Red. This will do what we need it to.
It's red as red can be.
Mm-hmm. Come on. Come this way. Coming at you, Jared.
Well, just get him on up in there.
No matter where you are on the coast, you have a great shot at a tag redfish, but you also have shots at over 25 other divisions based on different species as well as geographic regions. That way people like here in Leeville don't have to compete against Big Lake for the overall trout. But don't even forget about the offshore divisions. We have those too. We have a little bit of something for everybody.
I mean, you really, honestly, when you think about it, I mean, it'd be a pretty dumb decision not to be in the Star Tournament if you're gonna come out here fishing one time, because you're one cast away from catching a tag redfish. I mean, think about it. One cast for a truck, one cast for a bonus $10,000 if you subscribe to the Sportsman. I mean, it's just a lot of money, a lot of boats, a lot of fishing. You know, you just can't take a chance.
Y'all had to work hard for that one.
You know, basically what we're fishing are little flats on the side of this main bayou. This is like a main bayou pass running through here with some deep water. You know, the boat's sitting in 10 and, you know, those redfish are up there in 10 inches of water. It's cool now because the tide's low. And even though, you know, sometimes that doesn't make them that easy to catch, we're able to see them. You see them waking. You know, some of them we've had to throw them 6 or 7 times to get the bite. But that, honestly, I don't know if that is more fun than, you know, just blind fishing when you see them moving like that. It's pretty cool. It's a great fishing day. We already caught lots of fish. And, but we got good conditions. If you look at the grass line, you can tell how much the water's down right now. And what happens, that condenses everything. It sucks all the redfish together, the sheep's head, the trout, and all that bait that's been back in the marsh now is sucked out on the edge of these places. And that, when it concentrates everything like that, it really helps the bite. It makes them more aggressive, you know, when they're around other fish. Like I saw that sucker going up, I'm like, well, I'm gonna have to throw at him one more time. Oh, you don't want it. He was coming around the corner. He saw that beating his buddy was getting. He slipped out the back door. Just active. Ta-da! Look what he spit up. How about that? I mean, he's eating tiny stuff. And caught outside the mouth. A nice star right there to put a tag in. The star of this show right there. I know Mr. Trasher thinks it's him, but it's really all about the redfish today.
To me.
Well, there he goes. Oh, it's 2 of them. Oh, look, there's another one coming up here.
There he is. Anything else y'all want to know? Look behind him.
They love that front.
Oh, you see him? That could be another one of the 100. Well, they're always going to be in the slot. Now, you know, we do have to go catch all these, and we got to do it in all the different ports that people frequent. So sometimes you can't be picky, but if I have my choice, they're going to be less than 20 inches or so. But, you know, occasionally we'll tag a 22, 24, especially as it gets closer to the tournament, because we wait till, you know, May to start doing this. And so, like I said, you can't always be picky.
I hope you enjoyed tagging and bagging them as much as we did today. Join us here next time on Sportsman TV.